Right, leveraging on AI. Now, there are many articles talking about how companies are evolving to meet the challenges of AI. In essence, if you look at the developmental path of companies versus the developmental path of AI, artificial intelligence, those of you will know, if you've been following closely the trends in AI over the last couple of years or so, you will know that almost every day something new is happening. There's something new tool is coming in and all that. The pace of change as far as new tools, new technology using AI is concerned is growing so quickly, and companies are finding it very difficult to catch up. So you see the divergence here in terms of the growth of AI versus the typical growth of a company, right? So the gap will eventually get wider and wider unless companies do something about it. Okay, so now it becomes the norm that companies need to use some form of artificial intelligence, some form of technology as part of their daily process, as part of their growth strategy. It becomes the expectation now, right? It's because now it's more and seen as a competitive advantage. I just came across this article yesterday, right? It is about from International Monetary Fund, where I think they produce this AI preparedness index every year. They've highlighted Singapore. So they say here Singapore ranks first in Asia in terms of readiness to adopt and integrate AI technologies, considering factors like infrastructure, innovation skills, regulatory environment. It reflects a strong AI ecosystem, substantial investments in AI infrastructure, and a supportive regulatory framework.
Thanks for clicking on this short video. This is an extraction from a longer video of a workshop. The link to this longer video is in the description below. There, we discuss other facets of the same issue discussed here. Do take a look too.
So given this notion of how quickly AI is going to be adopted worldwide as well as in Singapore, what does it mean to us, right? To you as someone who's very career-minded, focused on growing in your career, somebody who's looking at finding a new job. What does it mean to you? Okay? Let me kickstart the process. The first thing here we have to understand. Okay? If I were to ask this question maybe 2.5 years ago, there could be this that, oh no, AI is a fad, it's just going to die out. A bit like cryptocurrency, right? Okay. AI is a very different animal altogether because it is integrated into the way we do things now, right? So it is here to stay. What does it mean? If it is here to stay, then we need to be updated, right? We cannot be a victim. We have to manage how we use AI. Okay? I feel that new technologies, generative AI, gives us immense opportunities for growth and flexibility. Again, right? But I think this is something that we need to be excited about. We should not be fearful of this. Obviously, despite this notion of jobs being replaced, I feel very strongly that the human touch is still very significant, still very prevalent in the jobs that we do. This is something that AI cannot replace. Okay? Say what you will, the higher levels of human touch will always be there. All right? So how does this make you feel? Given the progress of AI, how do you feel about all these things that's happening? Someone mentioned, ChatGPT very useful to rewrite a CV. Excited with AI, want to learn more, work more efficient. Technology is an excellent enabler. I like that word, enabler. Right? Efficiency increases with AI as well. Yeah. Okay. So if you look at it, it could be a mixture of emotions, right? You could be anxious about this technology coming in, especially if your mind is thinking in a traditional way about work, right? Or you can be excited. You say, oh, there's something new coming in. I want to make sure that I get on the right boat. But there may be also some of you who feel that, hey, wow, all these things coming in, I don't know how to cope with this. I'm finding difficulty learning the new technologies. You could feel all those. But then what is the real reason behind those feelings? What is the real reason behind those feelings? I always come across this comment. Do you all feel this way? Especially those of you who are a bit older, above 40 or above 50. Sometimes you feel, I'm too old to learn new tricks. I hope you will change your mind towards the end of the day. Okay? Or maybe you feel that, hey, I really don't know what I don't know. Right? Or I don't know where to start. Okay? Or you feel that there's so much you need to do, so much to do with so little time. Yeah? But really, I want you all to have this at the back of your mind. That at the end of the day, this is a new opportunity. Using technology like this is a new opportunity. I just hope that you see that as such. So let's start dealing with dealing with how to move on. We talked about dealing with the present. Let's start with how we move on to this, how we leverage AI. All right. I mentioned I want to talk in terms of these two groups of people. One as a job seeker, the other one as somebody who looks at developing your own career. Okay, how can we use AI for this? Right. So let's talk about the job seeker first. Opportunities. What are the opportunities or the possibilities if you are a job seeker, knowing that AI is coming on so strongly? One thing I want to make sure we understand, right? AI is a tool, which means we need to be able to identify what areas that tool can help us, right? If you want to saw a wooden plank, there's no point bringing a hammer, right? Same thing with AI, right? So you need to understand how to use that tool. So as far as a job seeker is concerned, there are basically 4 components: knowing yourself, knowing the world of work, what strategies you are going to develop, and how you connect with employers, right? Essentially, that is the modern job search strategy. I am underlining the word modern job search strategy because many of those, especially the older workers, we are so used to the traditional way is where we just look at job advertisement and we apply. That is the traditional way. No longer works as much as well. Okay, so this is the modern job search strategy. So AI can help us in these different components. How? Under knowing yourself, there are AI tools that look at assessment. There are AI tools to help you match careers based on who you are. Knowing the world of work, you use tools to do research about companies and industries. You use AI tools to get the latest information out there in the world today. You can use certain AI tools to give you job alerts. Strategy. How do you use strategy? Certain AI tools can help you develop brand strategies, branding. Okay? They can help you build your network. They can help you market yourself. Okay? And they can help you learn new skills. They can identify what skills you need to be up to date with. There are certain AI tools that help you with that. Again, we talk about career matching over that side, right? Here it is about job matching. Job and careers are different, right? You choose the right career for you based on who you are. You choose the right job for you based on the career that you want to go for, right? So job matching tools are available out there using artificial intelligence. Somebody mentioned in the chat box about using ChatGPT to help you write resumes. Okay, resume optimization. Right? There are a lot of tools out there now. Interview preparation. I had a client who actually used ChatGPT and other LLMs to help her go through interview preparation, right? To rehearse what's the right way to answer questions for her interview. Right? So these are tools that can help, right? For the next few slides, I'm just going to give you some examples of tools that can fit into some of these categories itself. So for example, here, I'm sure you all know this from My Careers Future, the Careers Finder tool, which is a simple form of AI which helps you to look at what type of career is suitable for you based on you answering a few questions. right? So some career options for you. Then you have this from E2I, okay, where they have a resume builder online, right? And I believe it's free, right? So you can use that as well. Oh. Those of you who are very, very comfortable in using tools like ChatGPT and all that, these are just some examples of how you can use those chat AIs to come up with all these things. Now, let's take a look at the possibilities for a job seeker. You want to leverage on AI. The first thing here is this. You can be an expert in AI. You can leverage on the AI to help you craft and find the ideal career that you want. Right? The other thing, again, I keep coming back to this. We are at a time where the possibility of us embarking on a new career trajectory in terms of being entrepreneurial is really there. You know, the opportunities are abound. There's so many ways for you to take charge of your own career trajectory. Okay? So I'm really excited about this, right? So that was for job seekers. Let's take a look at how AI helps us in terms of career development. Career development, right? I like this phrase. This phrase was coined by this CEO, Ian Baycraft, right? And I think you all can relate to this. AI allows us to go as wide as we want to, right? We can, find a lot of different things. But once you find something that really interests you, you can go deep at a moment's notice. Okay? I think it's a very fundamental but very powerful way of looking at how you can use AI. Right? You can go as wide as you want to find something that interests you. And once you identify something that's interesting to you, you can bang, go straight in and dig very, very deep. I find that so exciting. I hope you do too as well. Huh? So what I want to impress upon you guys here is really, I hope you do not be a victim. Okay? You manage the use of AI. This link again will be, it basically goes to a YouTube which talks about the future of AI workforce. Okay? And one of the things that they said was when tasks are automated in traditional jobs, employment becomes threatened. The key word here is traditional jobs. Okay? So AI can automate tasks, right, in certain parts of the job. Okay? So here is an example, right? So you can see the yellow dots are basically the employee skill set. The black dots are basically the parts which are replaced by automation. Okay? So this is like a typical picture of somebody working in the traditional standard organization. And I'm sure you all can relate to this, right? Okay? But what if you look at it another way? AI allows us not only to enhance existing skills and knowledge in our work, but also allow us to use this outside of our department or task. Here, you can see the yellow dots and the black dots again, but the difference now is the blue dots. The blue dots means that if you use AI to augment your skills, you have the opportunity to work outside your traditional area of expertise. Right? I feel that is so powerful. Okay? So it basically means here now is that in your career, right, instead of looking at what is that job, what does that job do, we now have this opportunity to actually look at work that is based on projects and not just roles. What you want to do. Okay? So the possibilities are there. The possibilities are there for you to either become an expert in a particular area or someone who is a very good problem solver. Right? I pulled up this little stat about a few months ago where I asked how many professions are using AI and what sort of a percentage they are using as, right? You've got accountants, marketing managers, sales consultants, retail assistants, journalists. Then you see the proportion of these AI being used in particular tasks, right? So the message here is this: in whatever job that you have, if you break down the task, right? You then can look at how you use AI to help you in those tasks. Okay. Now, this is another portion that I'm very, very excited about. It mentioned this notion what if older workers become more productive than younger ones? Wow, it blew my mind. And why? Why? If you use AI tools in the right way to help you solve problems, it means your skills can be elevated to the level of other experts as well. So your value becomes greater if you're able to know how to use such tools. And combine that with your own experience in life, in other parts of the work and all that, you become invaluable. Right? So the onus now is on you as an older worker to learn how to use this, and the company to recognize this benefit and then to sort of make sure they harness the benefit as well. So I'm very, very excited about this portion. So I hope that you guys, especially those of you who are in the older age bracket, you understand that this is really a great opportunity for you. Right? It should not be seen as a threat. It should be seen as an opportunity. What action can you take? I think you all know this, right? Whenever something new comes along, we need to learn how these new things can impact on our relevancy, right? If we want to keep up with the trend, we don't want to be a victim, then we make sure that we start learning new things. Many of you have mentioned about lifelong learning, right? When you are in a job or in a career track, look and examine how can you use AI to help you. Don't wait for AI to knock on your door and say, I'm going to take over some of your tasks. You take the initiative of looking at how AI can help you, right? And then you start, once you divide up all the tasks, then you start digging deeper into, right, those areas and say, okay, what tools are in the area that can help you? So this is an example of using ChatGPT to help your dream job, right? So let me zoom this in, then you can see some examples here. So here, you can look at how you use the ChatGPT, right? Then you can see how to create a professional resume, make ATS friendly resume, make killer LinkedIn profile, mock interview, write cover letter, get a list of potential interview questions, impress the interviewer. All right. So that's one way of doing it. Okay. So another example here. So 30 AI tools to help boost your career in 2024. So let me just zoom this in. So you have job search, career writing, and AI bot. So some of the examples of tools that can help you. Write prompts for things like ChatGPT, productivity, how you do research, presentation. I like that one, presentation. How you generate images, all to help in your job. How you create videos, right? So again, these things are just examples of tools you can use to help in your career, right? Then another one, yes, okay, ultimate AI toolkit for each job role in 2024. Again, okay, so you got project management, you got email marketing, data analyst, video editing, graphic design, customer support, finance, software engineering, human resource, content writing, digital marketing, and sales. All right, so those of you who want to go into learning, how you learn, again, this is just an example of LinkedIn Learning, right? LinkedIn Learning, all right? So you can go in there and sort of, they will just suggest to you based on your LinkedIn profile, what are some of the areas you can go into, okay? So we talked about all the opportunities and all that, but now what help can you get? What help can you get? Essentially, again, either you talk to a coach who can help you break down the tasks so that you can go about looking at what tools are available to you. Again, if you know people in that area that you want to go into and you want to examine what tools they use, right? If you have someone that you respect in that industry and who's very good at using AI, technology tools, ask them for help, right? They could be your mentor, for example, right? So a lot of things there is really available out there for you, but you must take action. You cannot just sit back and wait for things to come to you anymore. Because you want to have light to this. Many of you may feel that AI is like a dark hole. Okay, if you feel that there's a dark hole, right, find some way to shed light on what you can do. Hi, thanks for watching this video. If you like what you've seen and can't wait for the next one, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel in the link below. See you soon.